Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, here with a pre-recorded video. So please feel free to comment, but you will not hear me respond to your comments as I am not live. But I will check after this has loaded and I will respond as a reply to your comments. So first of all, again, I'm Carrie Beglow, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills. To shop for Stampin' Up!, please go to MemoryINKers.com. My email is MemoryINKers@gmail.com. And my hostess code for June 2024 is 4XGD3SNH. And I really appreciate it if you use that code when shopping on my Stampin' Up! Website. Okay, so today we're going to be using Thoughtful Wishes and the Thoughtful Wishes dies, which are a new product in our annual catalog that was just released. And we're going to be using some stamping blends and some different inks and doing some embossing. Woohoo, that's fun. Okay, so let me get us started. Be right back. Okay, one of the first things I'm doing is I am masking off my card front. And I want to show you, I started so you didn't have to watch me do all. So I did the first three. Now I'm going to do this one. What I'm doing is with my glass mat or your grid paper or whatever you use for measuring things out, get this onto an inch line where you know it's inches, okay? Hold it steady, put something heavy on it if you need to, and then take a Post-it note and move it to 2.5 inches. So I'm going 1 inch, 2 inches, and then this dotted line here is 1/2 inch. So it takes a little bit of a balancing act, unless you've got 3 hands or you've weighted it down. There. So now I have this masked off. The other trick that's important is make sure you know what way's the opening. I made one of these and had to cut it apart because I had the opening that way. So that's the first trick. So the next thing I am going to do is I'm going to take my embossing buddy, because we're going to do some embossing, but I'm rubbing this on to the basic white area, and I kind of want to get these glue areas where the Post-it note is, because I don't want any embossing powder sticking to that adhesive either. So this helps those little flakes. Have you ever seen something embossed and you see like little flakes of the emboss? This is what helps it. Now I'm going to take this beautiful leaf image and my Versamark ink pad, and I'm going to ink that up so it's nice and juicy. And I'm going to stamp that. I kind of want the stems to be below the Post-it note so it doesn't look like it's floating. So they're down here. And the hardest part about recording is I can't really see what's going on unless I stand up. And I'm a sit-down stamper. So now I'm going to take this again, and just a part of it I'm going to do there at the bottom. So now I have it all with the Versamark and ready to emboss. So I am going to go over there and I am going to emboss it with some clear embossing powder, but it's loud. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this while I do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have that all embossed, and I kind of brush it off a little bit to kind of get any of the embossing buddy powder off of it. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to start with my colors, and I am using, sorry, they're in the wrong spot. I had to find them for a minute. Bubble Bath, Balmy Blue, and Lemon Lolly. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the Lemon Lolly because it is the lightest. Now, I've mentioned to you guys before that I've just marked my embossing, my blending brushes just as a basic color, yellow. Sometimes I do need to clean it. Like if I know I was using crushed curry or whatever, I would definitely want to clean that off because Lemon Lolly is lighter. So all you do is you rub that into the ink pad and then start off your image. And I'm going that way. Now I'm going to start on this side and start with a little, because you can always add more. So that is really important. And you want enough of it so that it will be dark behind where you've embossed. And I'm going to show you how to make that embossing pop up a little bit more. Okay, so there is my lemon lolly mark. Now I'm going to grab the balmy blue. There's a lot of different colors that would look good with this, but I really like the way blue and yellow and pink work together. I think it's a lot of fun to play with these colors. I have a little bit of a dark spot there, so I kind of want to blend that out a little bit. Blend down into the yellow just a bit, I'm not trying to turn it green. Now we're going to go to Bubble Bath, which is just a very pretty new pink from Stampin' Up. I just really like it. And reminds me of when I was a little girl and, little girl bubble bath. Although, as an adult, I'm not going to tell you I don't like getting into bubble baths and tubs because, hello, you never outgrow the fun stuff, right? So again, I want to remind you that this is a pre-recorded video. So if you are commenting, I am not seeing them, but I will check them after this video has been posted live on my Facebook channel and my YouTube channel. So there we go. Now I have that, and this is where the magic happens. Of course, you guys have seen this kind of stuff before, where you pull away your Post-it notes, and now you have this beautiful image. Now you see my card's a little warpy from being embossed. It's no big deal. The other tip, though, I want to show you is I want to make sure that white comes out as good as possible. So I'm just taking a paper towel and I'm just rubbing the image, because that will help remove any ink that may have stuck to it. And it gives it just helps brighten it up. Just not a lot, just a little bit, but you can see I've got some color coming off. So that is all I am doing, is trying to get the embossing powder white to pop a little bit more. So there we go. It's very subtle. It's not a thick embossing, but it's enough to do just a shadow. But I'm not done, so it's okay. So now I'm going to take my Memento ink, and one of the sentiments from the stamp set is called Dearest Friend. And I am going to go ahead and stamp this carefully, because I've done it twice, and for some reason, whew, it came out. I have bumped or dropped or something and made quite a mess with my Dearest Friend section. I don't know why. So now I have die cut out this fun die from the bundle, and I am looking for my mat. Just one second, please. There it is. Moved it to the wrong location. I'm going to be using my silicone mat and a sponge that I had here somewhere. Sorry, I'm coming. Well, I don't know what I did with it. It's sticky, so it's probably stuck to something somewhere. So I'm going to grab another one. Hold on. I keep a lot of sponge pieces in my stash. Here's one. I take these little teeny tiny ones for this kind of a trick. Now I'm going to take my wonderful liquid glue, and I'm just going to make a big glob of it. Hopefully that is enough. Of course, I could have cut this out with our double-sided adhesive sheets, which also works really well, but I wanted to remind you guys of this super simple technique. Just make sure you hold your piece in place while you're doing this. And now I have adhesive all over it. Perhaps a little too much adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean side and I'm going to try to wipe away any of that that's sticking up. And now I'm going to place this on the card. This time I am going to go below where I have colored it with the blends brushes. So now we have a very subtle background with a very bold foreground and a simple little card, which I could stop there because, I mean, it's sweet just like that. But I am going to grab our brass butterflies and I am going to add a few of those on here just for some accents. I was trying to decide what kind of bling I wanted, and I decided that this just looked like a place where butterflies would hang out. So there we go. There is the fun card. Now, remember I got sticky. I can still feel it. You can take your embossing buddy and just gently tap it. And then, oh, a string. And then when you, oh, my butterfly moved. Oops, don't want that. All right, my fingers were too sticky. I'm going to get another brass butterfly because my fingers have adhesive. But anyway, that will, dang it. This is my very old embossing buddy. That's why there's strings on it. I have the new one, but this one's still working. So, all right, there we go. Stay. But I just thought this would be fun. So let me show you a couple of other things. So when I cut this one out, I was left with the negative space. So I took that negative space and I made a similar design, just rubbing the background freehand. I didn't mask it off. And now I have this design. And then I was actually going to do the inside of this card. And I made this and decided, I'm just going to use that as a card front because it's simple. And it's not fancy, but it has some bling. But there are some fun cards that I made for you today. I hope you're having a great day. Hopefully I will be live for you on Saturday. Again, I'm Carrie Beglow, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. If you're looking to shop for Stampin' Up!, please go to my demonstrator website. It's MemoryINKers.com. If you have questions, you can comment here. I will answer them after this goes live. If you're shopping, please use my hostess code 4XGD3SNH. That is for June 2024. And I appreciate that because it helps me do more giveaways. All right, you guys, have a blessed and wonderful day. See you soon. Bye.